This is it, folks. It's round 5 of the 4SS trail, and they're off. Not much room going into turn 1. Struggling for pace there. Lots of dust being kicked onto the track. Simon's holding his line. Harry locks up going into turn 1. Will goes on the inside. They're racing hard. Too wide. Going around the final turn. Oh, they've made contact. Looks like we're in for a rough weekend.
Ice on my face, whoa. Bitches tryna chase, whoa. I ain't never flake, whoa. Tell me what it take, whoa. Tell me what it takes, whoa. Grab the duct tape. We not the same game, whoa. Oh, I bang, bang, whoa. Don't wait the flying game, whoa. We too insane on these hoes. I took on my meds, you know. They mad on I sit below. And the hoes are f***ing the hoes. Big rocks on me, psycho. If you know what I know, I just hope. Big cup, so simple for me. How to design me, boy, I can't feel myself, oh yeah, yeah. She's a trend type, so I'm trying to pop, oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, hit it one time, never mind. Hit it one time, need I. Fuck all these bitches and box, all of these hoes are hot.
If you're new to this channel and you're wondering who the heck am I, I'm Harry, and I started doing entry-level competition karting 2 years ago. Here in Australia, it's called 4SS, and the whole idea behind it is that everyone's running the same sealed engine. So it's more about driver skill rather than who can make their engine perform the best. It's probably one of the best decisions I've made. I feel like I've made new friends. I feel like I've learned new skills. It's just a really great thing socially, and I think that honestly is one of the best parts of doing karting and being a part of this community. The track we're going to be racing at today is Bendigo Go-Kart Club, and I'm really excited to check it out because I've never driven it before. So let's get to the track and start practicing. I'm keen. All right, we made it. Welcome to Bendigo Kart Club.
Good morning to everyone across Victoria, and what a beautiful morning it is here at the Bendigo Kart Club. Today is practice day, so all the drivers are working hard to perfect their setup.
Everything's so crowded here. It's like no room. Oh, shit, camera. What's going on? Hello.
Hi, Harry.
I have a chest of goodies.
Oh, absolutely.
Grab a red one as well.
Do you want a Harry sticker? Put it on your please.
How you doing, man? I have this for you.
There we go. Put that there and you go.
Alright, unreal. Freaking weather's awesome. I'm going to just prep my kart and then we'll go out for our first practice session.
Alright, walking down the out grid. In 4SS there's 3 different weight classes, and in the practice sessions we all just go out at the same time. We've got Nathan in front of us in kart 22, aka Captain Arrow, and ahead of him is Justin Eagle in kart 29. Scrubbing in our tyres now. Always just like to spend the first half a lap getting some heat into the tyres so that we have good grip. first time driving this track, so often takes a few laps before you start to understand where to brake and where the fast lines are. Going onto the straight, approaching the line, and now's the start of the lap. So going into turn 1, quite a wide sweeping corner there. Goes into a bit of a corkscrew. Turn 2, which is a right. Bit of a kink here. Into turn 3, 90-degree turn. Turn 4 now, another sweeping corner. Into turn 5. And then we're going up a hill now. Turn 6, which is there. It's another sweeper, I'd say. And now back to the straight. So pretty fast lap across the line. Yeah, very cool track. Lots of hills, lots of elevation. There's Braden, Kart 69. He's always quick. Currently leading the trail as well, so he's the man to beat. Approaching the straight now. You can hear I start hitting the limiter really early on the straight. And Braden just pulls away. All of our engines hit the limiter at a specific RPM. And the reason the limiter exists is to protect the engine so that it doesn't blow up when we're racing. We can change where the limiter hits by changing the gearing on our kart. If I choose to put more teeth on the rear, I'll get more acceleration, but I'll hit the limiter earlier on the straight, which is what's happening here. But if I went less teeth, I'd then get a higher top speed and less acceleration. Therefore, I'm going to end up hitting the limiter later on the straight. The gearing that I'm using is definitely not right. I've got too many teeth and I'm hitting the limiter way too early on the straight. Big dog overtakes on the inside there. We were just very slow through the end of the straight thanks to our poor choice of sprocket. Oh damn, someone's off track there. Not sure who that was. Going back into the pits now. In these practice sessions, it's important to use that time working out exactly what sprocket you need. And in 4SS especially, you have to get your gearing right if you want to be competitive.
Oh man, now it's a tough track. Even though it's flowy, there's actually some really technical parts. It's like a chicane at the end of turn 1 that's really tricky as well. So yeah, I like it though. Challenging.
So at the end of the day, we all like to go on a track walk. We just go for a walk, have a laugh, and it's a great way to spot anything that will help us for race day.
How are you finding the track?
It's honestly the best way to end the day, I think.
Well, it's cool. That's the track. I really like it. It's a good track. So yeah, I'm keen for tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is race day. The track's looking absolutely pristine and the drivers are up bright and early. We're going to kick things off with a timed qualifying session, followed by 3 heats and a final.
Well, today's race day. In a 4-stroke, you have an air filter that sort of sits out like this. When you put this on, make sure you don't forget to get a screwdriver and do that up, because if you don't do that, it'll come off during your race. So you just tighten it like this. All right, we're going out for quali now. So yeah, let's see how we do. I'm just going to try to get a good spot to start so that I don't get stuck in traffic. But yeah, it could be difficult. It's pretty busy.
Alright guys, getting ready for quali now. You know how it works. We just got to get our fastest possible time, and that will determine our grid position for the first heat. If you qualify well, you get a massive advantage for the whole day by starting up near the top of the grid. Anyway, here we go, onto the track. Let's do it. Quite a lot of karts scrubbing their tyres at once, so just always keeping an eye out to make sure that if anyone spins out, I don't run into them. But yeah, we're just going to really try to scrub these tyres in, generate some heat in the tyre, and make sure we get as much grip as possible for the start of this quali. Right, going around the final turn there onto the dirt a bit. Approaching the line, there it goes. And now we're at race pace, so we're trying to go as fast as possible. And we're basically going to be using the karts ahead to get an idea of how fast we are. Just really trying to use all of the track there, trying to hit all of the apexes so that I get the best exit possible. Oh, massive oversteer there. Nearly went off the track. I think I was getting a bit of understeer. And the key to being quick in these karts is just being smooth. You want to have the least amount of steering input possible. Often what you'll see is the really quick drivers barely turning the wheel at all, because less you turn the wheel, the less drag there is from the front tyres scrubbing across the track. On the inside there, Marcellus in car number 4 goes past. Whoa, he absolutely smacked the curb there. Wow, he went flying. That curb is a big one as well, so quite a brave move to make. I think going behind Marcellus was helping me with my driving, just sort of following his lines at the moment and trying to learn what I can from him. But Marcellus definitely has more pace than me. You can see he's slowly pulling away and I can't really keep up. I'm just really struggling at the moment. And now I've let Braden through as well. Went out massively wide in turn 1 there. I was just trying to push probably a bit too much, which is easy to do when you're aware that you're off the pace, because you just want to go faster and catch up to everyone ahead, but inevitably that's what makes me slower. Oh, another massive lock up there, carrying way too much speed through that turn. And that's the end of our qualifying session, so karts ahead are slowing down. Yeah, not my best qualifying, but let's go see what I thought. I didn't do as well as I hoped. I qualified P9, and I could tell like I was holding people up, so I felt way off. Yeah, see what we can do. How'd you go?
Shit. Oh, pretty solid. Qualified third.
Nice.
I was pretty happy. I was a point one.
At least running for a podium.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you've got to finish first.
Yeah. Which is going to be the key today. It really is.
guys, here we go. Heat 1. Starting from P9. So right in the thick of it, in the mid-pack. Not my best qualifying. Let's see what we can do. I think from here we can really try to move up a couple of spots. Hopefully we get a good start. So warming up the tyres now, and it's just really important that I aggressively scrub these in. I want to make sure that when we start the race, I have the most amount of heat in the tyre and the most amount of grip as possible. So now the karts are starting to form up. We do a rolling start. So we form 2 single file lines. The leader sets the pace, and then once the lights go green, we all start racing. We've got Shane to the right of us, and we've got Kart 77, Sean in front of us. Let's see how we go, guys. And we're off. Sean moves to the inside. Now I'm up behind Tom there. Oh, it's getting tight coming into turn 2, but we get out alive. I think we're in P6 right now. All things considered, pretty decent start. Just hanging on to the leaders there, coming around the final turn, bit of oversteer. Let's see if we can catch up to Tom. Another lock up. You can see I'm really struggling for grip. Decent couple of corners there. Yeah, I think we're holding on. Heaps of dust. I think Simon, he's gone onto the curb there, the corner. Don't seem to be gaining or losing a whole lot. We're just holding the same distance roughly from the karts ahead. Oh, nearly went off the track there. I lost a bit of time in that one. And final turn, onto the straight. Yeah, I think I'm just going way too hot into that turn 1 there. That I'm just understeering, then I lock the brakes and oversteer. Moving along here, and yeah, we're still sort of roughly in the same spot. Massive understeer again on turn 1, just pushing way too hard. But yeah, if anything, I think Tom and Simon ahead are getting away. Bit of dust on track. I think Will Wade sent it off on the side there. I think it was Will Wade, not entirely sure, but we just got to keep pushing. Hopefully we don't make any mistakes and we can just hold on to what we have currently. So as you can see, just can't seem to keep up. Definitely got a lot to work out with this track, and I'm just struggling. Like, this track is, out of the whole season so far, it's the one that I've struggled with the most, and just finding it really difficult to get a consistent lap in. And across the line, that's the end of the race. Yeah, definitely a bit of a struggle in that one, guys. Hopefully it can only go up from here, right?
Finished P6, so I made 3 spots. But I got it at the start. Yeah. So the start was really good. Because Sean was in front of me. He started straight away, went into the middle. I just went on the inside then because that was open. So I was lucky, but yeah.
Where'd you end up? Fourth. So through out of turn 1, Braden let you in.
Yep.
And then he got me back into the last corner. Just take him out. Take Braden out. Just beat us forward.
for this shut up. One for this.
Okay, so we're getting ready for heat 2 now. Not sure where we're starting. Gonna be a close one. Hopefully I can just keep it consistent. We'll see how we do.
Alright guys, heat 2 now, and again we're starting at P9. We've got Sean in front of us and Shane to the right of him. Approaching the start line now, and we're off. Sean holds his line, no obvious gap there, and Jay sticks his nose in, tries to go on the inside. There's not enough room though, and Sean and another kart go off track, actually cut right across the track, and I managed to gain a couple of spots there. Kart 35 taps his helmet. He's saying let's work together and try and catch the leaders, so that's what we're going to try and do. Absolutely hectic start. I think we did pretty well, but anyway, let's see if we can catch up to the karts in front. Kart 35 pulling away. He's got quite a bit of pace there. He's catching up to Tom, who's in front of him. Bit of lock there, slight understeer, but I managed to keep it under control. Definitely losing a bit of time going up the hill here, approaching this last turn now. Kart 35 is looking for a move on Tom ahead. Going to turn 1, it looked like I actually did a decent corner on that one. You can see a massive train starting to form ahead. It's just a huge line of karts following in single file, so it's very close racing up ahead. Kart 35 makes a move on the inside of Tom there. Tom tries to look for a switchback, but he just doesn't have the momentum to pull it off. So 35 takes that position for now. I've now caught up a little bit, made a bit of time on them because they were battling in that corner. Alright, and going through turn 4 and 5 now, we've definitely started to catch up to Tom. He seems to get a better exit out of this corner here, and approaching the final turn, he oversteers quite a bit on exit, and now we're on his bumper. This is looking really good for us. I think we might be able to pull a move off if we just stay with Tom and don't make any mistakes. Kart 35 is fighting with Simon ahead. 35's got quite a bit of pace. He's on the inside now and they're rubbing heaps. Manages to get through, defends going into turn 4. And now he's comfortably ahead. Let's see if Simon can make a move on the inside going into the final turn. Wow, managed to get on the inside of Tom there. We just got a ripper exit. And yeah, slipped on the inside, and now we've made a pass. Simon now makes a move and he gets on the inside of 35. Awesome battling going on there. They're both really trying to hold on to their position. Is looking for another move and he makes a pass, but Simon goes to the switchback and they make contact. Unbelievable. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, good for us, but really unlucky for them. And now all we have to do is just hold it to the end. Approaching the line now, and across the line. Unbelievable, guys. We finished P4. Wow. Did not expect that. So let's go see what I had to say about that, because that was crazy. Unbelievable race.
Unreal. Finished P4. Crazy racing. Holy shit.
Maybe a second wave.
Yeah.
Make it up to
4th, man.
It's the start, man.
Did ya? Oh, yeah. Crazy race. It'll be in the camera, I reckon. Oh. It'll look cool. Well, yeah. That was so good. I just think I'm going to leave my kart as it is. No changes necessary. We'll just try and improve the driving for the next heat. Let's go see what Jay's up to. I think he's still fixing up his car. The saga continues.
We're just trying to get the right gear. Let's go there.
You want that?
I'd be going neutral or toe out.
You want neutral toe.
Car stuff. So you should be out that way.
Out. By 1 mil, because when you're on the ground, it'll come to neutral. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Bang.
Tighten that up. Nice one.
We're going to go out to P3 now. So, yeah, I just need to survive the chaos.
Come along. Come along, old chap.
Alright guys, so heat 3, and this time we're starting from 5th. We're making progress, slowly but surely, so we'll see what we can do in this heat. P1 is Marcellus, P2 Will Wade, P3 Braden, P4 Simon, we're in P5. Onto the straight now, and we're off. I stay on the inside line, Braden and Marcellus get a good start. Huge amounts of dust. Will Wade went off the track, but comes back on safely, and now it's just about putting our head down and trying to keep up. Giving the signal to the cars behind there to say let's work together. Really don't want to be battling with anyone behind me, and the reason for that is because when 2 karts work together they tend to be faster than one, and it's a good strategy to try and close the gap with karts ahead. Alright, coming out of the corkscrew we get a pretty good exit. You see now we've gained a lot of time on Simon there, and we're right on his bumper now, so we're catching up. Onto the straights, right on his bumper, we've got a bit of momentum there. In the slipstream now, and around turn 1. Simon hits the curb, I think it kind of takes away some of his momentum. Lightly tap his bumper. Let's see if any opportunities open up. Bit of understeer there. Good corner though, we get another good exit. I move on the inside. The minute I leave the slipstream, I'm not able to keep enough of that momentum. Here we go, move on the inside. Almost there, but not quite. Again, he holds onto his position. Simon's doing a really good job. Taking a bit of a tighter line there, I noticed. He seems to get a gap on me initially, but getting a run on him now. I think, here we go, I'm going to go for it. On the inside of Simon there. Trying to reduce the drag down the straight here so I can stay in front. And I oversteer, nearly lose control of the kart, somehow stay in my position. We're in P4 now, so I really want to hold on to this. Again, leaning forward there, trying to reduce drag. Whether or not it's doing anything, I have no idea. Go massively wide into turn 1, and you can see I just leave the door open for Simon. And he gets me on the inside there with a bit of a late break, so yeah. on the inside now on the final turn. Again, going for that same move. We get past, but I go off the track. Simon gets the cut back. We're side by side going into turn 1 now. And I'm on the outside. I know that I have to give him that position. And then Shane gets through as well. He follows Simon through. Now we're down in P6. Really frustrating, but we're still in this. We just need to try and find an opportunity, and I think one's opened up. I go behind Simon because Shane's moved on the outside, trying to push Simon through there, and we just managed to get on the inside of Shane there, and we've taken back P5. And approaching last corner, onto the straight, and across the line, and that is the end of the race. So, wow, that was some really good battling, great battling with Simon there. Anyway, let's go to the pits and we'll see what I thought.
Oh, wow, what a race. That was some crazy good battling with Simon and Shane as well. Really good. Yeah, it sucks because Shane got a flat tyre, which is kind of annoying, but no, we all got through and sorted it out in the end, so happy days. Yeah, started 5th, finished 5th, so can't complain. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Right, heading out to the final heat. So it all comes down to this good old fashioned final intense chaos. You guys aren't ready for what's about to happen. No, hopefully it's a clean race. Let's do it.
This is it. This is the one that counts. Starting in P5 again. I think getting on the podium is wishful thinking at this point. Just not on the pace with the leaders, but I think we can fight for P4, so let's see what we can do. Forming up now, again, Marsalis in P1, Will Wade P2, Braden Slammer in P3, Simon Arnold in P4, and we've got Tom Annesley P6 to the right of us. So around the final bed now and onto the straight. Here we go. Then we're off. Staying behind Braden now, and wow, okay, 3 wide for a second, and we've made it into P2. Holy shit. Really good start. Marsalis and Will Wade just went wide. Approaching the straight, you see I don't get the best exit. And we're still just sort of staying within Braden's range. And into the final turn, Will Wade on the inside. Manages to make a move there. Now we're back in P3, sitting behind him nicely on the straight. And as we approach turn 3, Will Wade has got a couple of kart lengths on us now. Kind of fighting the kart through that corner there. Really want to see if I can hold on to P3. Will having a look on the inside now. This is exactly what I'm hoping for. And he loses momentum massively there. Going into turn 3, I'm right behind him on his bumper. starting to form a train with Braden and Will now. I got a much better exit that time, and Will isn't able to really get away. Turn 3 there, gain a kart length or 2, approaching turn 4. Definitely seem to have a bit of pace now. I'm surprising myself, to be honest. Will moves again on the inside, manages to get through, now he's in P1. We've closed the gap to Braden a little bit. Skipping ahead, I'm starting to overdrive. I can hear the tyres absolutely screeching, and I can sort of see the steering wheel there. I feel like I'm fighting it a little bit, maybe pushing too hard. Yeah, locking up there, and I let Simon through. Massive oversteer on the first turn. I was just starting to, I think, push too hard out of pressure, and yeah, I've ended up losing that spot. So not many laps left now. Just see if I can catch up to Simon and take back P3, but it's not looking good. Simon gets a good exit there. He's looking in case he has to defend, because it's the final lap, entering the final corner now, onto the straight, and that's the race. Cross the line, ended up in P4. Wow, what a race. After qualifying P9, I'm pretty stoked. A huge congratulations to all the drivers who earned themselves a place on the podium. These guys demonstrated some unreal racing, and I look forward to seeing them again in the next round. Oh man, what a day, what a race weekend. Holy moly. If you liked the video and you're keen to see more, I'm making a video for every single round of the 4SS Trail, which is like our championship that we do here in Australia. Also, a massive shout out to Jai, Flynn and Archie. Yeah, it was so cool to meet you guys, so thank you for saying hello. And most of all, thank you for watching. If you watched to the end, you are an absolute legend. If you did, let me know in the comments. I always love seeing who watches the whole thing through. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.